the green beanie, the gnarliest cooking vlog around. This week we have ice cream, but this isn't your average ice cream because of the way it's made and the ingredients that are in it, and it's not your average ice cream. One of the many things which makes this ice cream really cool is that you don't need an ice cream maker, because I know that you've all seen those ice cream recipes where it's like, and then put it in your ice cream maker, and you're like, yeah, you expect everyone to have an ice cream maker. All you need for this one is a plastic bag and a freezer, and of course your ingredients for the ice cream mix. But as for making the ice cream, plastic bag and freezer. And you also need a blender, I forgot to say about that. By the way, this does take about 5 hours, so it's not instant ice cream, but so does any other ice cream. You don't have to sit there and literally do nothing but make ice cream for 5 hours, it's just that it takes that amount of time. So for the ingredients, as you notice, there's no milk, creamy stuff, because we are going to be using coconut milk. And this is sort of interesting, we've got avocados. The avocados make it really thick and rich and creamy. Not that the coconut milk doesn't. This helps make it even more thick and rich and creamy. And a banana, and your choice and amount of sweetener. You can also use honey, sugar. This is stevia. You can use your favorite sweetener and as much of it as you want. So this is full fat coconut milk. If you use light coconut milk, you can still make ice cream, but it will be shaved ice consistency, which is still very nice. But if you want a creamy, smooth, creamy ice cream, you can use full fat coconut milk. So the making of the ice cream mix is really easy because it's sort of like a smoothie, but it's not a smoothie. All you do is you open your tin of coconut milk and you put the ingredients into the blender. You've got your coconut milk, and then of course you want to open up the avocados and take the seeds out just to make that clear. The avocados, oh yeah, so as for the amount of avocados, because these ones are really small, I'm using 2, but you can use one like largish, mediumish one, or 2 teensy tiny ones. So now it is time to add the banana, which is very simple. It's as easy said as done. You add the banana, unless you have a phobia of bananas. And you want your sweetener. So as much as you want, I would sweeten it to taste, which means you also get to try the mix as you make it. And I forgot to explain at the beginning that this is default base, no special flavor, which means you can be creative and add whatever flavor you want. I do have a few suggestions, so move over here. These are dehydrated strawberries, or you can use freeze-dried strawberries. I haven't tried it with normal strawberries, but those might add water and change the texture. I've got, what's it called? Instant coffee. You can just add some. I've got vanilla, always a classic. Cocoa powder, make it chocolate. Peanut butter. Peanut butter is very nice. And I have heard that garlic ice cream is a thing. I actually haven't tried it, but I've heard that if you take the garlic and you bake it for like 20 minutes in the oven, and it's like soft, and then you add it to the ice cream mix, that garlic ice cream is pretty good. I have yet to try that, and I probably will one day. But as for this one, I'm probably going to make it strawberry-fied. And now is the part where we blend everything together until it's smooth and creamy, like ice cream should be. And we have not added our strawberry flavor yet. So what we're going to do now is carefully, without spilling a ton, put it in the plastic bag, all of it. And that is it. Here we have our melted ice cream. Well, I guess it was never frozen, so you can't call it melted. But we're gonna put it in the freezer. Now this is important because it is not as easy as just putting it in the freezer and leaving it until you want it, because then it'll be a big solid chunk and it won't be ice cream. So what we're going to do is we're going to check on it every now and then to mix it around, and it's in the plastic bag, so that mixing is really easy, because if you put it in a bowl with a spoon, then you have to be hard. But the plastic bag is easy because you literally go like this. I'll show you later. But our first time we check on it will be after 2 hours, and then after your first check, you want to check on it after 1 hour, and then after an hour. And basically you kind of just judge. You look at it every hour, and then you see, and you keep mixing it until you decide that it is a good hardness, and then you have your ice cream. So I will see you back in 2 hours. Now that it's been 2 hours, we're going to check on the ice cream. It should not be soft and creamy anymore. It should be sort of ice creamy. This is after 2 hours, You should feel it, and it should be cold. And if it's not cold, then there's something wrong with your freezer or your hand. And if you feel any lumps of hardness, then you can break them up and just sort of give it a nice massage with your hands until you don't feel any more lumps. I would recommend putting it in there for another hour and then checking on it and then putting it in for another hour, and then basically whenever you think that it is good enough, you can have it. Now it is time to serve your ice cream with a long spoon and an ice cream scoop. So this is after, let's see, we started 5 hours, and of course I go in there and mix it every hour. Maybe it could go a bit longer, but this is good. Here, let's take a peek inside. It's strawberry ice cream, but it's green. But that does not affect the taste. So if you want to avoid getting ice cream all over your hand trying to serve it out of the bag, then I'd recommend getting a tub of some sort, maybe an old ice cream tub, and transferring it into there first, and then using an ice cream scoop. And now you may serve your ice cream. I would recommend trying to serve most of it on the first go. The second time you have it, it's a lot harder, and you're gonna want to take it out of the freezer like half an hour before you actually want to eat it. So the first day is the best day, but this should serve, I don't know, makes this much ice cream. You can serve however many you want. You can eat in one go if you want. That was the Green Beanie Ice Cream Makerless Ice Cream. So I hope you give this recipe a try. I know it takes 5 hours, but of course you're not sitting there making ice cream for 5 hours. You can do whatever you like while you're waiting, other than think about the awesome ice cream that you're going to be having. But make sure you subscribe if you like good food and good recipes from the Green Beanie. And make sure that you go check out some of my previous recipes. I got tons. This is like around episode 100. Don't watch the ones that are too far back though, because you know, they're not as good. You should watch the most recent ones. Stick around, stay gnarly, and bye for now.